Hey, good to see you again. I've been gone for a minute. Hey everybody, it's your Ghost, and today we have another TWAB. But first, before we even get into that, I want to say hi. How are you? How have you been? I've been gone for I think a week, 2 weeks. But yeah, how you guys been? Hope you guys been great. I appreciate y'all being here. As you see, we are in the new spot, new expansion, same ghost. So as you guys give me a little bit of time to reacclimate to the new area, I just bought some microphones. When I go to Evo, I'm going to Evo. I leave for Evo the 30th. So, but I also will be gone Saturday. So this will be the video for Friday. I'll be back Monday. There will be no video on Tuesday. There will be no video on Wednesday because I won't be here. I'll be on a plane to go to Vegas, go to Evo. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Let's get into this TWAB. How you guys been though? Let me know in the comments below. Let's go. This week in Destiny. Ooh, it feels good to say that again. The Desert Perpetual raid was completed for the first time ever. Congratulations to the world's first winners. And also a huge congrats to everyone that participated, whether they completed it or not. It was a tough challenge. Now for this week's topic. Okay, let's get right to post-launch support for Edge of Fate. As things start to calm down a bit after the Edge of Fate release and after the heart-stopping world's first race, there's some topics that we wanted to address directly today. No game launch is perfect. And on top of that, we need to add the many changes implemented in this release that need some time to adjust to. Additionally, we are aware that there were some missing patch notes for Destiny Update 9.0.0. Below, you'll find details on ammo and stats, but we're still investigating a handful of balance changes for Warlocks, Titans, and more. We hope to have those details together next week. We've been trying to keep everyone informed on these topics with regular updates through our D2 team accounts, so you may have already read some of these, but we're also collecting them here for anyone who wants to get caught up. Portal and World Tabs. We're going to revert the desaturation of the World Tab in an upcoming update. Thank God, bro. During development, we had feedback that players were confused between the Portal and the World Tabs for where to find core game activities. Many gravitated to the familiar director UI, so we chose to visually adjust it. But it's clear that how we overreacted to that feedback. Our intention going forward is for the Portal tab to serve as a quick access point to core game activities, and for the World tab to support exploration of the Destiny world. Both are important to us, and we'll continue to upgrade both. Finally, I was really sad about that because they very much made it seem that nothing else mattered but the Portal. Thank you. I'm already getting confused trying to figure out how to get the Kepler. Bright Dust in the Edge of Fate. We're going to add an infinite, you heard it here, infinite grind source for Bright Dust and pair it with the Make Good grant in the upcoming update. In our effort to reduce the friction to player activities, we chose to retire the core game Pathfinder in favor of simpler daily objectives with an improved and unlimited mini objective system that planned to release in Renegades later this year. Knowing we were removing the infinite grind source for until Renegades, we rebalanced Bright Dust rewards to be larger for most players. It's clear that many players also value having the additional grind source, where we'll add an interim replacement. Power deltas and contest mode. Okay, this has people up in arms because that raid race, while I could not participate because I ain't have no internet because Comcug be cucking. Comcug stay cucking. I'm gonna tell you all the story about that at the end of this. The race did look hard. It was to the point to where I was like, man, bro, I ain't got no internet. I'm gonna run to my local my local freaking area in the complex that has internet, and I sat in there and watched the raid race. I was like, I'm not missing this. I need to watch this in 1080p, 60 frames per second. I need to watch Zato somehow, some way come in second place again. Even though I don't think game's out, but everyone finished. It's freaking Dado did really good. He finished it the following day. Cross was on the freaking chicken wyvern boss for 12 hours. Bro was up for 36 hours straight to do the rest of the raid, and I was like, you know what, I respect it. I respect the grind, bro. So the raid looked good. People were saying it was a bit too difficult though, so let's read about it. We enjoyed watching the Desert Perpetual world's first race and contest attempts and completions throughout the weekend. We also want to let everyone know we are tracking feedback items and issue reports that have been coming in from the community. We're seeing reports of enemies being at a higher power delta than the activity advertised. We will investigate this as a high priority for us this week. While we want contest mode to challenge your loadouts, your teamwork, and puzzle solving abilities, the higher end of damage has been reported to feel that it requires far more than expected. Oh yeah, that conversation that we had that you said that loadout swapping was not something that they wanted to condone. In fact, they've been trying to nerf it consistently, especially with the freaking chest armor for Warlock that I can't remember the name of. They give you bonus damage for setting inside of a rift. They nerfed it to where it does not activate for 10 seconds after you put it on. And then you release a raid that's where it's damn near required to have that on. But yeah, I'm just being annoying. Don't really care. Each raid would have each raid we've shipped has been unique, especially at contest difficulty. This will continue, and for our players who desire a challenge, do not worry, we will continue to offer it. That said, we will use feedback from this weekend to inform our future as we continue to develop these experiences. Additionally, we are looking into reward quality. What tier rewards within the raid are dropping at within contest difficulty, at the power in relation to yours. There are ways to increase your reward quality in normal difficulty via raid feats, and we will be watching feedback from these systems as players go deeper into them. Finally, we are aware of an issue where the rally flags are not refreshing ammo and abilities consistently. The team is investigating, and we will have an update to you as soon as possible. Okay. So this is the issue that I saw. Besides like the huge amount of bugs, you have the freaking audio bugging out for in the raid. You have the rally flags, the ammo not working, bullets not, pulse rifles not shooting out the full pulse, freaking heavy burst hand cannon shooting one burst, bunch of stuff. I didn't get to play. After watching it, I am very, very sad that I did not get to play. I know I probably wouldn't have finished it. Hell, I didn't even have a team planned. But watching everyone play, I was like, damn, this looks fun. It looks so fun. So much fun. Miserable, but fun. Because I remember my first two freaking dips in the contest mode for raids. I did Vow contest. I think we got to Vow contest, got stuck at Caretaker. Because that's when they first did 48 hours because of the bugs. Got stuck at Caretaker, came back the next day, got to I think we got to Roke. We got to Roke, and then one of our teammates lives in the freaking Netherlands in the Viking area, and he was like, I gotta go to bed, bro. It's 6 in the morning. So we didn't finish it. That's the closest we ever got. And then I did it again with close to that same team around Salvation Edge, and then we got the second encounter and couldn't get past it, and then we dropped it. But overall, I enjoy difficult stuff. I really do. But stuff like this to where you got loadout swapping, to the degree that they had to, people would have like 5 different loadouts for each encounter, and you was constantly swapping between them. Hell, I would have did it. It would have been fun, but I can see why the average person wouldn't want to do that. But I'll say it, god dang it. Contest raids are not meant for the average person. They're meant for the grinders, the grind set, the wannabes, the top 1%, the people that want to succeed at the highest echelon of progression. They're meant for the people that's going to be that hard. So I, for one, don't have a problem with this, even though I don't even race as much as I want to. To be honest with you, I've come to the terms that I enjoy watching the race more than I enjoy doing it, honestly. That might be a situation where my ego, because I get really upset that we don't finish. But that's just me. I can see where people will be upset though. But honestly, it's not meant for y'all. It's just not. So in this scenario where everybody was really upset about normal mode coming out so soon after contest mode, after World First Clear, if they continue to make raids this hard, I'm all for it. I am all for it. All for it. Ability regeneration in Armor 3.0. We've been investigating reports that ability regen was not recharging at the rates communicated in the previous TWID following 9.0.0.1 update. Many thanks to our community sleuths who discovered this issue and brought it to our attention. Right now, the ability stats, grenade, melee class, and super are returning less ability energy than stated in our previous communications. We've previously stated that hitting 70 in ability stat in the Edge of Fate was equivalent to certain pre-Edge of Fate values for discipline, strength, and each class ability regen stat and intellect. And that going above 70 will result in faster recharging than before. This currently isn't true for the 70 mark, but it's the 85 mark. We intend to make it true for the 70 mark in an upcoming update. Our design goal for the Edge of Fate stats is to let players be able to reach higher heights than previously possible in the game. Than previously possible in the game by investing heavier into specific stats, but also having interesting trade-offs when making build crafting choices. Making the 70 stat one of the big trade-off points is important for our design goals and meeting our player expectations for build crafting in the Edge of Fate. This is a simplified explanation of the situation. Expect a full breakdown of how stats are being corrected to be shared in the accompanying patch notes. Suffice to say, mistakes were made and we're sorry for the accidental confusion here. We intend to make it right quickly. And as always, we appreciate the members of the community who noticed this discrepancy and push it to our attention. Ammo economy. This is a thick one. They got all the stuff talking about how everything's kind of broken. This weapon and the weapons in the Armor Sandbox team has been absorbing a lot of feedback this week around the ammo economy changes in the Edge of Fate. We are eager to share details on where we think this system is and where it will go. First, we wanted players to have more control over ammo acquisition, being able to know when it will drop in combat. Second, we wanted to provide a build crafting options to generate ammo with some trade-offs that we could evolve long term with build crafting or with more build crafting options. In the Edge of Fate, ammo can be built in through the ammo generation stat, mod, and perks and weapons, and the weapon stat and ammo tuning mods and armor. Lastly, we wanted to slightly reduce ammo gains for players who did not invest in the stat at all, while providing more than pre-Edge of Fate values if folks invest more, even enabling supporting the run of double special ammo builds in PvE. However, we missed the mark on some of our targets and were absorbed feedback from the community. We wanted to make some additional changes and updated 9.0.0.3. We've made a few target adjustments that have more coming in the next few weeks, and then even more planned in the long run. We're committed to upgrading and balancing the core system to promote healthy build crafting diversity and construct a fun living sandbox for players to engage in. With update 9.0.0.3, players will see the following: increased rocket sidearm ammo pickup bricks from 5 to 6 bays, 10 to 12 enhanced ammo brick swords, fix the bug that was reducing their total ammo. This also increases the ammo per brick slightly. Fixed some area denial frames, only getting one ammo per brick. They will now get 3 bays and 6 enhanced. Ooh. We're currently playtesting the following changes with subjects to change, with an eye to ship an update 9.0.0.4 planned to release on July 29th. That is next week. Players with the lowest end of the ammo investment, 0 stat, 0 mod, will see ammo progress faster, providing more bricks. Ultimately, our initial tuning here is a bit too punitive, and we want to bring it a bit closer to the pre-Edge of Fate values, while still encouraging a bit more build crafting investment to procure ammo more regularly. Increase the ammo per brick for some additional weapon types. Buff the ammo regeneration stat for some exotic weapons that were lagging behind so they can generate ammo faster. In the long run, we want to address the following additional feedback items to ensure a healthy ammo system for the game that can expand and provide more unique playstyles. Provide a better method of highlighting ammo drops and recovering ammo if it falls off the map or into unreachable locations. Thank you. Put this at the top of the list, Bungie, please. Improving how assist generates ammo for players. Continue to build more sandbox combat hooks, generate ammo, enabling players to feel they specialize in ammo generation and even for their teammates. More activities coming to the portal. After the launch week comes week 2. Most of you have completed the campaign at least once by now, got a bit more familiar with the portal, and its many activities and rewards. And a few Daring Guardians may have even jumped into the raid, but this is just the beginning. On Tuesday, week 2 started, and atop of the weekly refresh of Season of Rewards, a new set of seasonal weekly challenges. We have new activities coming to the portal. Onslaught Midtown and Onslaught Woodward's Court will arrive in Fireteam mobs. On top of that, Zero standard weapons will be overcharged for the week, so give them a try when doing some of those hard challenges. On the PvP side of things, we have Cutting Edge, a new game mode that requires featured gear to enter, making the meta quite different to the other PvP game modes. Give it a try to earn some unique Crucible weapons, like the beautiful new micro missile frame grenade launcher. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, what you all call Arc Mountaintop. So I thought this was a heavy one. No, this is just a regular one. So we got an Arc Vision Mountaintop. Cool. Even if you're still busy bringing additional characters up to speed, completing triumphs, finding secrets from Kepler, and maybe fighting through the fabled and mythic missions, we recommend you try all of them to see what the rewards are dropping. Increase your power level as you play them, and will open more opportunities to earn higher rewards. And after week 2, more content is coming. Here's a reminder of the season reclamation we'll offer for all players. July 22nd this week, expert and master matchmaking options available. 29th, Arms Week event launches with focus on hand cannons. Trials of Osiris is back with new armor sets and new tiered weapons to earn. The Coral activity opens the Fireteam Ops featuring 3 different paths in rotation to play on August 5th to 19th. Solstice events will take place. Matchmaking will open for Grandmaster Fireteam Ops. Week 2, Heavy Metal event returns. Week of September 2nd, I'm sorry. And then September 9th, Ash and Iron Ranger update. Dungeon content more to come. Prepare for Arms Week. As we mentioned above, Arms Week is coming on July 29th. The name might sound familiar for the most veteran Destiny 1 players, it sure does, but the approach is quite different this time. Arms Week is a 1-week duration event focusing on a single weapon archetype. In this first week, we're honoring hand cannons. The first step into Arms Week is to visit Ada 1, not at her usual spot down in the tower near Drifter, but at the new shooting range that launched alongside the Edge of Fate that you can launch via the tower map. Ada 1 will give you a pursuit that kicks off Arms Week event, as well as a brand new hand cannon, Fenutra Farah, and more on this cool weapon below. Our playing activities with hand cannons, you'll gather combat telemetry that allows Ada to build more weapons and other rewards for you, including time-limited but very powerful volatile mods you can slot into the event featured weapon archetype. Oh, so this is how you get the spread shot hand cannon that everybody was talking about. That's not the Trials one. Good to know. People were saying, bro, Bungie over here advertising weapons again that we not gonna get. What? Because technically they did do that. If y'all remember during the free, actually we could just show you real quick. Hold on. We never got this grenade launcher. Never got it. We got this hand cannon. Never got this grenade launcher. So they advertised some stuff that we've never got before, and I do kind of understand people are upset, but no, we were just wrong as usual. Let's keep on reading. Then, with your favorite hand cannon at hand, you also have to set daily and weekly challenges that will be available at Arms Week event home. We talked about the event homes in April 24th TWID, if you remember. Completing these challenges will award you progression for the event track, which has rewards of many types, from currencies to holofoil weapons if you reach higher ranks, but also event tokens. These tokens are essential to the event and will help you get more rewards in the event shop. The other currency to take into consideration are reroll chips, earnable from the event track and in the event shop for the event tokens and silver. Weapons and more weapons. As you can imagine, hand cannons will be the focus for rewards as we teased above. There are a new solar hand cannon that's kind of the star of the event. The Phenomia Farah is one of the first ever spread shot hand cannons. The Trials of Osiris will have another one. And it works like a shotgun that has traded a bit of punch for the ability to use primary ammo. This is why it has perks like 1-2 punch and perk pool. Along with the Phenomia Farah, there's a set of legacy hand cannons to earn completionist for Completionist and Ribbon Tail, a new strand adapted trace rifle that can roll proximity power and detonation beam, among others. So, what the freak is Ribbon Tails? I don't know. Anyway, keep reading. On top of these weapons, there are new volatile mods that will also be earned through Arms Week. They are available for the duration of the event and can only be slotted into the featured weapon types, so put them on your hand cannons and wreak havoc. Chaotic munitions. Precision final blows produce random effects. Cowboy grip, supremely improved headfire weapon performance, fragmentation rounds. Precision final blows create multiple explosive submunitions. It will be ready for next week. Okay, we got some more lore. Guardian Operative dispatch contains restricted information for select fire teams and will purge data upon closure. Nessian Schism classification. Vex, separated from the collective, echo-crafted, individualistic minds, subservient to the conductor, aka Maya Sundaresh. Hazards, standard Vex armaments and temporal manipulation, predictive clairvoyance against non-paracausal operatives, modified shielding, anti-paracausal barrier, individualized tactics, Nessian Schism. The Nessian Schism is colloquially referred to as Coral Vex, arose when the Echo spawned from the defeated of the Witness impacted Nessus, and new Vex, being the conductor, arose from the radio lane and converted the Vex into active Nessian into her own faction. Oh, that's not it correctly. The state of the Nessian Schism the stated goal of the Nessian Schism is to use the Vex to bring the golden age of humanity into present. The conductor has given her Vex autonomy to more effectively branch out into the pursuit of this goal. The leader of the Nessian Schism, the conductor, possesses one of the echoes created with the Witness's death, allows her to command immense power and force others to obey her. Non-Guardian operatives and all Guardian operatives below a Sigma 3 ranking are ordered to retreat upon encountering the conductor. These new Vex signatures reemerged on Kepler recently. It is unknown what their motivations are, but the local Elixian and humanoid population are not aligned with the Vex incursion. All of Kepler and our mission is threatened by their presence. Of note, Ghost has a file that insults. Ghost has a file of all insults Vex of Nessian Schism have broadcasted to him during your engagements with the forces. Since this emergence from Nessus, the Schism has receded into the VexNet. Hidden operatives have been unable to track the conductor and her denizens within the network, but they report more massive destabilization across the simulated infrastructure and heightened encounters with Coral Vex across the network. Good lord, there's more lord! Classification, combat, the imp. Classification, Coral Vex, Nessian Schism, Radiolaria, microorganic colony, swarm. Hazards, flight erratic, laser emitters, multi-framed swarms, matter deconstructors, carbon-edged claws. Intel, the Vex imp is made up of a swarm of small, flight-capable Vex frames, typically armed with standard Vex laser weaponry. While a single frame of imp swarm presents a threat, their numbers and small target silhouettes make them dangerous. Leading theory speculates that the Vex imp swarm is one singular entity, ungoverned by a mind. Preliminary tests suggest that each radiolaria within an imp is a copied organism, an imprinted replication of a host, or core body believed to be housed in the central imp frame. Imps vary in behavioral drivers, but shared function is that these words are hard. Imps vary in behavioral drivers, but shared function is that of a decomposer. Imps will break down and reconstitute any material to grow their swarm, both inorganic and organic. One hidden report states that an operative on the ground states imps may keep portions of themselves hidden far away from the main swarm. It is possible that no operative has in truth destroyed a single imp completely. Of note, imps have seen harassing larger targets such as Elixian, brings over long periods of pursuits to weaken them before moving in with the confidence and disassembling them. New imp subframes are then created with frightening speed and left unassailed. There is a particular imp swarm referred to as Vast. Reports warn this swarm ambushes Guardians operatives in an attempt to consume their ghosts. Ooh, that's weird. Alright, we're gonna scroll past all this. There's a lot of stuff. If you guys want to read the PS4 crash, there's a bunch of known issues. I'm scrolling slowly so y'all can please read if y'all want. Some Lodi stuff. We keep scrolling. Some good art. Scroll. On a bunch of stuff. Fallout posted a great video about the stories of raiding, and we're gonna get to the end. And this tweet is over. We've been watching the loved community playing through the campaign, the raid, portal, and more, and really appreciate the feedback everyone's given about what they find confusing. That could be better, or they just don't enjoy it. We are aware of it, all of it. Are we aware of it? Oh, we're aware of it all. Please trust us that when we say we truly value it. Keep it coming. The Edge of Fate is the start of many things. Sometimes beginnings are strange or a bit rough. The team is fixing what's not working. The team is fixing on what's not working, improving what needs to touch, and of course on the content that's to come. Our goal remains the same: to make the game you love to play. Now where's our new buddy Lodi? Gonna tell him about the raid. DTU community team. Overall, pretty solid twab. They kind of like took a bunch of the tweets that they made and put them in the twab because people might not read those, and it's pretty cool. Really excited about the freaking Arms Week coming back. That's gonna be fun. Am I gonna be here for that? I will not. I will because I get back the 4th, so I will be here for that. Yeah, so we'll cover that. See how it compares to the D1 Arms Week. Hope you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for coming to the video. Once again, I apologize it took me so long. I'll give you the quick story. We were supposed to have internet on the 18th. The 18th of July, we were supposed to have internet. Comcook promised me they were supposed to have a tech come out from the 18th from 10 to 12. That came and went. It never happened. To the point where they gave me the roundabout saying that I was supposed to happen at 2 to 4. I called them back to confirm it. It was like, nah, it's a bug. They're coming 10 to 12. You're good. Freaking 10 to 12 rolls around. They don't show up. So I called them and they're like, dang, man, that sucks. We see that we confirmed 10 to 12 on today, but we're sorry. but it seems like your tech got into an accident on the way to you. And I was like, damn, shit. That sucks. Anyway, he said, we'll get you another one on Friday. Friday comes. I get no confirmation that we're supposed to get a tech coming out on Friday. Never happens. So I called him like, yeah, that guy lied to you. So the earliest we can have one out is Tuesday. So that's why y'all saw me streaming on Twitch.tv and YouTube and TikTok Tuesday, all the same name. Links in the description. Hope we have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for riding it out with me. And once again, one more time, it's a new beginning, chat. I know I ain't got no, this is a water bottle. In fact, it's quite one, but I just want to say the new beginnings. We got new stuff coming. I'm going to do whatever I want to do on the channel, along with Destiny and maybe some other stuff. So have a good rest of your day. Stay spooky. I have a full over thought process of the channel sometime soon when I get back. Enjoy the content I have up till now. Have a good one. Stay spooky. I'll see you guys later.